What is up, killers? Kevin today, back with a brand new episode of 5 new console mods to hit the Bethesda on our website this week. This is going to be episode 598 within my series, but without further ado guys, let's just jump straight into the video. Lucatiel of Mirror. This one is coming in at 3 megabytes of a download. This adds a beautiful set from Dark Souls to the standalone armor. There's going to be two different variants of this particular armor. One is going to be with the mask on and one is going to be without, and there's also going to be a few different variants of weapon to be added into the game too, and you can craft and get all of this under the iron category within the forge, and no perks are going to be required for this particular one. No male armor variant of this particular one. Well, let me tell you that there is. That actually worked really nicely on my male character. Obviously this is aimed for females. I just wanted to stress test it and see where it would go, if it would clip, glitch, or even possibly crash my game, and that wasn't an issue whatsoever. Is the gear overpowered? No, it's generally better than iron, so if you are looking for a low to mid tier set of armor looking pretty damn swanky for, again, less than like 5 megabytes, this one is going to be 3 megabytes, which is really astonishing. Usually some of these Dark Souls armors that have been uploaded to the Bethesda website this year have been very clunky, but so far from this particular model offer, they have been silky smooth and looking absolutely gorgeous. Fortified Whiterun coming in at 2.4 megabytes of a download. Hands down will be keeping this within my personal load order, as this mod is really nice indeed. Fortified Whiterun seeks to bring a realistic and logical defense to the most beloved city of all time. I will stamp a flag within that mountain. I absolutely adore Whiterun. As you guys know, most of my videos are going to be recorded there. This is the final state that may be released a sort of small collection of updates to this particular mod, but this is going to be pretty much it. As you can tell on screen now, it is definitely going to be looking a lot chunkier. This one is definitely going to be a big boy to the exterior to do with Whiterun. Not only do you get a beautiful selection of sort of trim or trellis or sort of walkways around Whiterun on the outside, also as well you get those big sort of watchtowers that are implemented within the grounds too, which look really nice indeed. Stone wall with towers surrounding the road of the city. Wooden watchtowers, which I said before. Basement now is going to have an extra protection, which is not going to be shown within this particular video, but nonetheless it does look really sick indeed. Guys, this is a must if you are loving the city of Whiterun, or if you have done a few playthroughs, this one might be a great one just to give that little bit of a realistic feel that this is going to be possibly the biggest city within Skyrim. Not going to hold it on to that, but with this particular mod it definitely is a step closer to that. IA92's Killcam arrow. This one is coming in at 1.9 kilobytes of a download. The set location for these particular arrows is going to be on screen now. It is going to be located within the grounds of Whiterun, just outside, and here's the set location. Open up the chest and you'll be greeted with a bunch of these particular arrows. The mod author was a little bit unsatisfied to do with some of the sort of Killcam aspects to do with the game. They've done a melee one already, which works absolutely flawlessly, but for this one I'm not going to pick too many holes in, but it didn't actually work very well for me. It was very hit and miss. Obviously my archery is incredibly low, so that might affect this particular one, but obviously getting more frequently than vanilla than you would with the kill cam. So personally I think it's my end. I'm not high enough archery level for this one to work, and obviously the higher the archery level, the more frequent that this kill cam sort of cam is going to proc more. Drifter's Arsenal. Wowee, where to begin with this particular one? Well, let's start with the download size of 34.7 megabytes of a download. A collection of absolute beautiful pieces added within the game. This definitely isn't going to be lore friendly, but it's a new spin to be added and implemented via a mod into your particular game. So I'm just going to give you my own variant of this one. I'm not going to be reading the description whatsoever. I'm pretty much going to be eyeballing it, freeloading it. But this one is really cool. You get a selection of blades, which look very familiar. I'm not too sure what game it's going to be from. The requirements for this one is going to be loot, sort of leveled loot adder. I'm not too sure what that is. I didn't actually have that whatsoever. I pretty much just jumped on this as soon as possible and wanted to try it out. And again, placed within the load order, no particular placement for this particular one. Fired up the game, went into the forge, and pretty much made all of these, and they worked absolutely fine. There was no sort of issues whatsoever. I didn't crash, no sort of texture issues or glitches, and it was really fun indeed. So you get a selection of pistols, as you can tell on screen now, which look really sick, and you can dual wield with these, but the sort of description of the mod author does recommend that you equipped one and with the other hand, aka equipped in your right hand, and with your left hand leave blank, so you can pretty much zoom and aim down as you would looking down the crosshair of a normal barreled gun. But yeah, you get a few different variants of guns, and obviously 2 different variations of the sword. They're going to be looking exactly the same, but obviously this one will be a one-handed and a two-handed variant. Again, not too sure if you can throw these on the grindstone to upgrade them, but yeah, you get a collection of things to do with this mod. Definitely worth grabbing. It was a lot of fun to pretty much mix and match. You can have a blade and a gun, you can have 2 different guns, you can have 2 of the same guns, but yeah, you can pretty much mix and match, and honestly, it was an incredibly fun mod to pick up. We'll be adding into the favourites. I might do a separate video on this, probably a mini mod showcase, but I really want to implement it into something else to give you the sort of full look of this particular mod. I spent a lot of time faffing around with this particular mod, a lot of time just going around and testing it out with various other different things, not only sort of the animation side of things, how it worked, the visuals of this particular one. Yeah, definitely could make a big video out of this one, as it was a really enjoyable mod. Marianne standalone follower UUNP coming in at 24.4 megabytes of a download. I'm not too sure why this is in the description, but take it as you wish. Her horoscope sign is Scorpio. Okay, I'm not sure what that's all about, but let's just get onto the raw information. Not too much of a description to do with this particular follower. Her name, Marianne, as you all know, hence the title of this particular one. Race is going to be a Nord. Marriageable, hell yeah. Age is going to be 33, and set location for this particular follower to pick up for completely free with no quest or sort of other different niggly bits to grab is going to be Riverwood Sleeping Giants Inn. Very easy and accessible to pick up this particular follower. She does look pretty cool indeed, and honestly, not too bad within combat. I gave her a little bit of a helping hand. I gave her a set of armor and so on and so forth. As you can tell on screen now, or look in the footage, she doesn't really have a lot that comes with this particular follower, so I thought I'd pretty much kit her out to my best abilities. Not too much else on this particular one. The descriptions are very dull with these sort of mod authors descriptions. Not a lot, not sort of stats, no sort of backstory, no sort of perks or anything. So yeah, a little bit upsetting on that, but if you just want a sort of, I suppose, good looking follower, this is definitely a pickup for you this week. So guys, that's the end of this particular episode. This has been episode 598 within my series. Guys, if you did enjoy, I'd very much appreciate a like on the video. It does help me out an awful lot. If you're new around here too, why not consider clicking that little subscribe button. Right next to it as well, there is going to be a bell icon. If you click that, apparently in some way, shape or form, YouTube should give you a notification for every single time I upload a video like this to the channel. But guys, until the next time, this has been Killerkev here, and Killerkev out.